What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another adventure with the Bearded Bobber. And today, look, I went out riding. Maybe you guys saw the road sofa seat. Mike's falling down a little bit there. Maybe you saw the seat where I went riding and talked about the road sofa seat. I tried also doing one where I just talked about an update. I've had this motorcycle for 3 years. I have 25,000 miles on it. And I just wanted to give an update on the bike. I absolutely love this bike. First, before I talk about what I love, I'm going to talk about the one thing that I didn't like. And that's the windshield motor. I'm sure a few people, if you are in this world of challengers, pursuits, you know about the windshield motor. The windshield motor itself is fine. The little piece they added there that helps the swirl go up to bring the window up and then bring the window down, I broke it 3 times. So finally I replaced it with one from a dude off of Facebook, one of the group pages. And so far so good, knock on wood. It's been through a couple trips. We're doing great. Things I want to talk about this motorcycle, I'm going to lean on this 2020 Chief back here on Bombshell's bike, is the ride. It's so comfortable. It puts you in such a nice wind pocket that it's fantastic. I'm so comfortable riding this motorcycle, and especially now with the road sofa seat and having this backrest on there. This has just been an absolute dream. My kids love the trunk, love the new back seat. They're so happy back here. It's ridiculous. The seat has that nice little like cubby, like little pouch. I've done a lot to this bike, and I was at the dealer the other day, and they have a new sales guy. He's brand new, so I'm not gonna hold this against him completely. He's like, oh, you've done a lot to this bike, and I was like, yeah, done quite a bit. You know, lowers, trunk, seat, Kanan air filter, intake, exhaust again, Vic Bagger floorboards, pinstriping, new badging on the side, KST bars, the Arlness mini stalkers. This is actually my second set for this because I did the red and then black on the Chief. I powder coated the levers, did the grips, and the custom dynamic lights in the rear, all that stuff. And he's like, oh man, he's like, but this was a Challenger? That's what I don't want to hold against them. They do not make the Pursuit in the white smoke, so it's something new for people. At least they did make it. They'll probably make it next year. And yeah, I have a Pursuit right now, and I'm going to be stripping it down and making it a Challenger. The only thing I'm going to be adding is if you take a look in here at my tack, this one goes to 6. The new Pursuits go to 7, and I believe the new Challengers go to 7. So I bought a new one, and I'm going to change it out. Especially with the Lloyds tune, this thing will go past red line, and it doesn't make sense because the bike's now tuned for that, and it's just like do, and I'm like, I'm still climbing on RPMs. I'm definitely going to be changing that out. Mr. Oz, who pinstriped Carry Hart's bike, pinstriped this one. If you guys see a little bit of break in the pinstriping, it's not his fault. This bike was ceramic coated months before, and it probably wasn't a great overall idea because pinstriping on the wife's bike is absolutely fantastic. And so Oz is a fantastic dude and a bitchin' pinstripe. Like, look at all these. Absolutely sick. I love it. Probably going to end up painting this bike unless I end up getting a different bike. Things you can't see. Let's see. Well, let's think things I love about this bike is the suspension, and you can't really see the suspension in the rear. It's got a mono shock that's adjustable under one of these panels, so you can just crank and adjust it. Some of the new high-end Pursuits, you can do it all right there on your infotainment center, but I don't have that, and I'm not going to be adding that to this motorcycle. So for right now, we have added the trunk. I love this on long trips because if you look at this profile, you have brake light, and it's very bright in your face on top of the white paint job, which we all want to be noticed. We all want to be seen. I actually have a set of white lights to help be seen on this and glow that my IMRG president is going to come help me with if we can ever get time to do it. So I added the custom dynamic lights, which do brake and turn signal, which is a big deal to me. I like that because the Indian motorcycle ones don't. They look really good. They definitely give you more surface lighting. But I like the idea of this. When I hit the lights, I see the blink just coming out the side of the bike, and that's fantastic to me. I've also added under the hood, if you want to say under the hood, right under here in the brain, there is Davidson audio that I added. I look at it and I'm like, I literally just got back from Durango a few days ago. I have not had time. I need to wash this bike. Thankfully, the ceramic coat makes it very easy to do. But like, I'm not trying to hide anything. These miles are real. Like, this bike was cleaned in Durango. I think cleaned part way back, and then it got covered in bugs. We got hit with grasshoppers everywhere. So, you know, the Klockworks, how their slogan is "Get Clocked." It did that to the bugs. We come around here. I did the Davidson audio. I have Rockford Fosgate speakers in the here and here. I don't have anything in the trunk. And it's been fantastic. It sounds absolutely great, but I could go a little bit louder, and there's some that he has over there at Davidson Audio that I'm probably going to be rocking. Added that intake there, the Vic baggers like I was talking about. Things I'm going to change now that it's summertime are like these lowers. These lowers over 90, woo, they trap some heat. And this bike, I never noticed that before. So I think in the summertime, the leather closeouts would probably be better because, like, oh, it's cold, those are on. Oh, it's warm, throw them in the saddlebag, call it a day. And it's just that whole other world. All right, let me take a seat here, talk to you guys. This thing, we were talking about it yesterday, and people were like, I don't think I could daily a Challenger. And I'm like, dude, it's so crazy how easy it is to daily a Challenger. You have bags. Oh, I need groceries. Boom. We're in Durango, about to go back to the Airbnb. We get a small basket, and we fill it up because we're going to be at the Airbnb for a couple days. Everything fit in the trunk. Everything fit in the trunk. It's fantastic. Super easy. Boom, boom, boom. Good to go. The trunk makes it so nice, too, to throw your helmet in there and your gear, lock it, leave. And it's part of the auto-locking setup. So that just makes it almost like, it's not like you're locking things up on the bobber and dealing with that and not having storage. So it just makes life easy. Laptop, oh, I got to take this stuff to work. Oh, I meal prepped and I put all my meals in my fridge at work. All that stuff. Bam, bam. It just makes life super easy. It is the couch life, but at the same time, this bike is ridiculous. This is not your grandpa's geezer glide. It's a whole nother beast on the market. Like, this thing, hand down, will whoop ass. It's 25,000 miles. This bike has had no real issues. Like I said, the windshield motor, whoop-de-doo. Like, I went to Sturgis and back without it working. I was able to get the windshield up and leave it there. So it worked out, crushing these miles. And like I said, now that I've changed that, I still have had no issues. So this bike is just, oh my God. I would say I don't want to get rid of it, but if they upgrade some things like adaptive cruise control, which like BMW has, they do some crazy new stuff with the infotainment center, then I might be thinking about it. I was like, but right now, I'm not thinking about it. Like, the bobber's not going nowhere. The Chief's got so much work to it. I just don't see it. I love this bike. If you guys are looking for a bagger, like, it fits in that performance area that you want to be able to rip, but you also want to just like sit back. Like, I don't leave this thing in sport mode all the time. I know like Riding Fish does, but I don't. I leave it in standard. I'm cruising. I've gone to Sturgis twice on it. Just went to Durango, went to Oklahoma. This bike has never let me down. I can't. The bike should have more miles on it. I was like, when I was dealing with that windshield issue, I was also working on another bike, so it didn't even matter that I just let it sit down at the dealer because I trust the dealer and it's right here. I don't know. If you guys have any questions on this, if you're thinking about it, go ride one. Definitely go demo one. I think it'll change your mind on a lot of things if you haven't looked at this. The new ones are even better. The new ECUs, from what I'm hearing, are even better. This bike is now 3 years old. I'm wondering what we're going to see at the end of next year. Are we going to get an upgrade to the Challenger models or the Pursuit like models? Like, what are we going to see? And that's what I'm excited for next year. We will see what happens. I don't know. No one's telling me shit. So if someone's told you, you should tell me because I don't know. All right, you guys, stay safe, stay classy. Let me know down in the comments if you're thinking about riding one of these or if you already have. Like I said, I don't know what the highest mileage on one of these is, but I know they've been testing these for years before it came out. I know on the Thunderstroke, Indian Motorcycle just posted, and I had seen it before at a different mileage point while he was climbing. He has a 111 Thunderstroke that's now at 500,000 miles. He just does his routine maintenance. That's a big deal to me. I love the idea that I can, as long as I do the routine maintenance, all that stuff, it's in the book, that it's going to live as long as I want it to. That's fantastic. That's staying classy to me. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.